Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. It's Love Bags here, and here to give a brief update of my week last week. I know I'm late with my getting it in for 2010 update, but hey, better late than never. Last week was a wonderful week. It was one of the best weeks of this year. So you know it had to be good, right? I would say I would describe last week in one word, which is reflection, okay? Last week, I'll start with the fitness and health. As far as the challenge is concerned, last week I would describe it as being a maintenance week in terms of my health and my fitness goals. I did not lose any weight and I did not gain any weight. My weight remained the same, okay? And I'm not surprised because my food was actually pretty good. I didn't, eat anything out of the ordinary or go on any type of binge or whatever. We did go out to eat because it was my anniversary, so I'll get to that in a minute. But we did go out to eat, and I did have a slice of pumpkin cheesecake, and it wasn't even that good. So I was kind of mad about that. I was like, but anyway, I ate some of it, but it wasn't even worth the calories, okay? But so anyway, my food was pretty good. I got a late start with my workouts last week because I wasn't feeling too good earlier in the week, but I did get 3 good workouts in: Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I went to the park and did my walking and running, so I got some really good workouts in there. But yeah, so my weight remained the same, and I'm fine with that. Like I said, the biggest thing is, like I said, reflection was what I would describe last week as reflection, because one of the things that I realize is that my behavior is changing when it comes to food. For example, when we did go out to eat, yes, I did have dessert because it's my anniversary, so I was like, yeah, I'll get some dessert, which I hardly ever do these days. But for example, with the bread, I used to be a bread lover, okay? Whenever they bring the bread to the table, I'm definitely digging in and eating some bread, okay, before my meal. But I didn't even touch the bread. It was just like, wow, I realized later, like, I didn't even the bread was there, and it wasn't even like I had to think about it, where several months ago I would have definitely ate the bread, or I would have been consciously thinking about, oh goodness, okay, I'm not gonna eat any bread, or I'm just gonna eat a couple bites of the bread, or it was like without even thinking about it. So I'm really happy that my behaviors are changing. So that's, to me, it was just like a light bulb went on. So I'm very, very, very happy about that. So on to the rest of my week. So Friday was my 5-year anniversary. Yay! 5-year wedding anniversary. So my husband and I, we went through, looking at our photos and just thinking about so many things that has happened in the last 5 years. We've been together for 10 years and we've been married for 5. And when we look back, it was like, wow, in the last 5 years we've moved 2 times. My husband has changed jobs. I changed jobs. We had another child in the last 5 years, and we lost 2 people that were very, very important to us. My husband lost his father, and I lost my grandmother, who she is the reason that I'm the woman that I am today. So when we were looking at our wedding photos, I put a little video slide together. My husband was like, he was tearing up because it was so, it was like bittersweet, seeing the photos with my grandmother at our wedding and his father at our wedding. And it's like, wow, it's just, a sad time, of course, when you lose someone that you love. But I know that they're looking down at us, smiling and very proud of the adults that we have become. So, we really, so I did a lot of reflection in terms of that. But the good news that I got on my anniversary, right, Friday, I'm getting dressed to go meet my husband for lunch, and I get a phone call, and the phone call is one of the jobs that I interviewed for. My last video, I told you all that I had just had an interview that morning, and they called me, and I was like almost in shock because it's been a long time. back at, the time that we were in North Carolina, the 2.5 years that we were there, I guess it just wasn't meant for me to work. I was able to find like part-time work and, contract work, but nothing full-time. And it's just really been a wonderful journey, because while I was going through it, there were times where I was depressed, I was upset, I was like, why did we move? Why did we get ourselves in this? How did we get ourselves in this situation? You do that when you're going through things. But when I look back at it, it's like, I learned so much during that period of time. Now that I'm going back to work, I definitely will appreciate the job that I have, because I'm not going to lie, the jobs that I've had in the past, I complain like crazy. My boss is getting on my nerves. These people are driving me crazy, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you got complaints coming out the yin yang about everything. And I've learned to just appreciate the situation that I'm in, and thank God for where I am today and how far He has brought me. Another thing is that as far as my finances, we definitely had to adjust our spending. I mean, I've been able to still, shop here and there, but not nearly, like I used to shop when I was working full time. So now I'm used to, doing my own manicures, not going to get my hair done on a regular basis. If I go to the grocery store, we just eat what I have. I don't go back to the grocery store 2 and 3 times out of the week. That's it. When I go grocery shopping, that's it. We eat whatever is in the house. So I've learned to really stick to my budget. So now that I'm going back to work, I have such an appreciation for my job and for the money and just being, in terms of financial, just being a better steward of my money. So I'm just thankful to God that I was able to learn those lessons along the way. A lot of times, we don't want to, we always pray for God to deliver us out of this bad situation that we're in, but we don't appreciate where we are today. We have to continue to appreciate what I've learned to appreciate. Okay, I don't have a job, but thank God my husband has a good job. Thank goodness my children are healthy. Thank goodness we haven't lost our home like millions of people are around the country. Thank goodness, thank God for all of those wonderful things. And once my attitude started to change, that's when I started that's when we start to get an overflow of blessings. So that's my lesson, so if you're listening to my voice, whatever situation you're in, just thank God that you have good health. Thank God for the situation that you're in, and trust me, He will deliver you when on His schedule. Nothing is ever on our timetable. So anyway, so I had a wonderful, wonderful week. And this week has already started out really good. I worked out yesterday. I worked out this morning. And I plan to work out tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. So, this week is definitely going to be a good week. So, you guys make it a good week. Those of you who are on the challenge, let's keep at it. We only have these last 2 weeks left. You all continue to be blessed, and thanks for watching.